Hey everyone, it is Dave. Welcome in one last time to talk about modules 16 and 17. So module 16 has the last of the lectures for this semester, which are going to be on craft versus fine art, as well as a lecture on the life and times of Pablo Picasso. Then in module 17, we're going to finish out the semester with a documentary. We have our last discussion board, our last quiz, as well as our last journal entry, and I'll also show you where you can submit the journals you've completed over the course of this semester. And I think that is everything. Keep in mind, though, May 16th, that's a Friday, is the last day of the semester. So that is the last day to submit all the rest of the projects, and that includes the journals. So Canvas shuts down 11:59 p.m. May 16th. Make sure everything is submitted by that time, and keep in mind it's going to be slow on May 16th. So submit to Canvas early in the day so that you don't have any glitches submitting the assignments. Let's head over to the Canvas site. I'll walk you through the next two modules. All right, here we are on the Canvas site. The last two modules are open. Module 16 has the usual information up above. Our first lecture, The Life and Loves of Pablo Picasso, the study guide, and then in the further exploration section has a couple of videos. The first one, just about a 2-minute video of Picasso drawing. This is literally a segment of a film, that only film I know that Picasso ever did, and it's literally 2 hours of him drawing. So this 2-minute segment basically encapsulates the entire film. The second video is on the painting Guernica, which is a very important painting. It's the largest one he ever does, 11 feet by 26 feet, and it is dealing with an event that happened during the Spanish Civil War. So it's a very moving artwork. Definitely you want to watch that. Then we're going to jump down to the second lecture, which is Craft versus Fine Art, our study guide, and then further exploration. Keep in mind for craft, this is more of the mediums that have a utilitarian use. So things like glass, textiles, ceramics, that's what's going to be focused on in this lecture. Both of these videos are really important to watch. The glass blowing is about a 3-minute video, but it's really, really good. And then the art of making a tapestry, you could probably start this about 4 minutes in and watch the second half of the film. That is the main part that I want you to really focus on, which is how the warp and weft threads work when they create a tapestry. After that, we'll jump down to the journal entry. The journal entry has nothing to do with Module 16. It has to do with the documentary that is in Module 17. So I will get to that in just a moment. But just like our other two films that we saw throughout the year, I think it was Herb and Dorothy and Who the F is Jackson Pollock, you'd have a movie guide, you'd fill that out and submit that at the end. No extra information from outside sources, please. This is just your take on the characters and the situation that is on My Kid Could Paint That. So please don't take anything, again, from outside sources. For the discussion Picasso, I'm going to have you create a Picasso type drawing. It's really a lot of fun. You're going to end up with images like this and like these down below. You're going to choose one object and you're going to make a cubist artwork from that. And it's really a lot of fun. I've got a video here that will help you through grading, 25 points for your drawing and a short paragraph about your work, 5 points for a response to another group member. The dates, make sure that you know that the second week on Module 17, we close on Friday, May 16th. Some ideas about cubism, the materials you'll need. You're going to choose one object. You're then going to draw that object in an abstracted format. You'll fill the entire artwork with color, upload your image, and also a short paragraph about what your drawing is of, how long it took you to create, and if you're happy with the finished drawing. Please keep in mind, You do not want to use objects that were shown in the video here. That you do not want to create a face. That is a totally different Picasso project. You also do not want to fracture the object. A lot of people, let's say, draw an apple and then they divide up the apple. That is not what cubism is, or abstraction for that matter. And do not copy or appropriate anything from online. I do search all the images through a Google image search. After that, because that's going to finish up Module 16, Module 17 has, once again, our usual information up above. Then we have our documentary. I just want to make sure that I did load it. It's called My Kid Could Paint That. It's about Marla Olmsted. She is a 4-year-old kid who creates gallery-worthy paintings on the living room table. Her parents have made over $300,000 on her works, but it comes out in the documentary she may not be the one creating the paintings. So it brings up some great conversation about modern art. And then we have our movie guide. Again, that's what you're going to submit. I do have a copy of it in the journal down below. Further exploration, there's a couple of things here. You'll hear from Anthony Brunelli throughout the film. This is an optional interview, but he's a very fascinating person when you get him talking about life and stuff like that. A link to his fine art gallery that you'll see in the film. I've got the trailer here, which is a lot of fun. Also gives you a preview of what that's like. And then we have our quiz, our final quiz. Again, it's going to cover Module 16 and 17. Where do I turn in the journals? You turn in the journals right here. Journals must be submitted by 11:59 p.m. Friday, May 16th. I would make sure you do it earlier. A couple of you have already turned them in. Thank you very much for that. Journals can be submitted as one document, as separate documents, somewhere in between. That's totally okay. Standard Word docs, PDFs, JPEGs is what I'm looking for. That's the only thing Canvas will allow you to upload. Please make sure to left justify all your writing. It makes it easier and quicker for me to grade. And do not embed any files. Do not send any links to a Google Doc. If you are missing a journal and you need a quick link to them, they are all right here. And once again, the total points on this, it's worth a lot of points, 75. And I think that is everything for the last 2 modules. So I appreciate you being in my class. I hope you had a good time. Many of you did very, very well in this course, so congratulations. And also congratulations to any of you that are graduating in the upcoming weeks. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email, or you can also stop by my office hours every Wednesday from 3 to 7. Have a great summer.